Celebration. My name is Brian Kelly. I am honored to serve as the CEO of the Prison Entrepreneurship Program, but I'm not only the CEO, I'm also a graduate of PEP and I'm a graduate of eSchool. So I know well the commitment it takes to get to this ceremony. And guys, I am so proud of you. You have demonstrated you have what it takes. You have fought through to get here, and it's amazing. Let's talk for a little bit just about why we are here. I want to give you a little bit of backdrop. PEP, Prison Entrepreneurship, began in 2004 with a belief that became a hope, that became a mission. We believe that there are men in prison who desperately want to turn their lives around. They just don't know how. If they did, they would have done it already. And we further believe that they have what it takes, that they have the natural skills to live an amazing life out here. Just need to develop those skills. We further believe that successful people in our community want to give back. They want to invest in change that is real. They want to give what they have to help others succeed, and in doing so, impact their community. You know, it takes a successful person to make a successful person. We believe that entrepreneurship is a great way to bring those two groups together. You know, it takes an entrepreneur to make an entrepreneur. And we see entrepreneurship as a great catalyst for change. If you're graduating from eSchool, then you've probably created some obstacles in your life. Entrepreneurs see obstacles as opportunities. So it's a great fit for our population, a population that I'm in. The entrepreneurial mindset will serve you and will serve us well. So I just want to congratulate you guys. It's amazing what you have gone through. I want to talk a little bit about who made this possible. First of all, we've got a marquee sponsor, which is Amerisource. Amerisource provides working capital solutions for many worthwhile companies who are disadvantaged by their lack of access to traditional banking sources. Many of their clients have been restrained by poor market conditions. They've been handcuffed by a lack of sufficient credit and working capital, or they've been incarcerated by poor business decisions and performance. Their leadership, Jason Floyd and Mike Monk, are great friends of PEP. They have supported us since the very beginning, since we were new boots, for those who recognize that terminology. And they're on the call tonight. Joining us is Senior Vice President Andy Lair. Thank you to Amerisource. Likewise, our program sponsor tonight is Bank of America. They are a tremendous supporter of PEP. Bank of America is guided by a common purpose to help make financial lives better through the power of every connection. Bank of America delivers on this purpose through a commitment to responsible growth, which includes a focus on environmental, social, and governance leadership, or ESG. Bank of America's dedication to ESG includes a $1 billion, with a B, commitment over 4 years to advance racial equality and economic opportunity. A couple of things that we are at the sweet spot of. Bank of America's financial support of PEP goes back to 2012. Since then, so many of their amazing employees have volunteered for PEP and shaped countless PEP lives. Two of our biggest supporters are Cully Platt and Lisa Barksdale, a couple of people on the call tonight, and a couple of people I'm proud to call friend. Also, our sponsor, our scholarship sponsor tonight is Insperity Incorporated. Insperity is a professional employer organization headquartered in Kingwood, Texas. Insperity provides human resources and administrative services to small and medium-sized businesses. Our friends Larry Schaefer, Senior Vice President of Strategic Business Development, and Michael Leip, Managing Director of Brand and Marketing Strategy, are with us tonight. They are great friends of PEP, and we so appreciate all of our sponsors tonight enabling us to have this eSchool graduation. But they're not the only ones that made tonight possible. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't mention our amazing volunteers who are clamoring to get back into prison, who desperately miss going inside and meeting with you guys one-on-one. We have literally thousands of active volunteers who are making a difference. I would also be remiss if I didn't mention our tremendous partnership with the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, and management training corporations, a couple of prison operators who recognize the need for transformation, recognize what PEP is doing, and make it available to us in such a powerful way. They just bend over backwards to make sure that PEP can operate the way it does and have the successful outcomes that we have. And also, guys, I want you to know that on the call tonight, listening in are your family members. We know that they're the backbone, the backdrop. They are the ones who are listening in, hopes rising high, chest swell out with pride. They love you. They see transformation in you. And they are so hopeful for things to come because they see what you can be. And so shout out to the family members tonight, and shout out to you guys. You have done an amazing job. I can't really say this enough. I'm proud of you for being here. So let me talk about the significance of this event for just a minute. A lot of us know that the recidivism rate, the rate at which people go back to prison at PEP, is phenomenal. Over our 16-year history, that rate has averaged about 7 or 8%. But here's something you might not know. The recidivism rate for those who graduate eSchool is 4%. Let me flip that around the other way. 96% of the people who graduate eSchool not only don't go back to prison, they become super successful in freedom. They encounter a new community, new opportunities, new hope, and a new future. Some examples of exemplary eSchool graduates are business owners all over the state and the country, large and small businesses, superintendents, project managers, regional managers, pastors, church planners, ministers, counselors, servant leaders, but also, and probably most importantly, fathers, husbands, sons, and good neighbors, free people. That, my friends, is what you're joining tonight. You are joining a family of difference makers, and guess what? You belong. I want to take a look back for just a little bit, and we always like to look back and kind of know where we came from. Just think back 2 or 3 years ago, roughly, you were languishing in a unit somewhere in Texas. You were in the day room listening to people screaming and hollering, pontificating on things they really knew nothing about. You were watching the captions on a TV because you couldn't even hear it. You were getting screamed at in hallways saying, "Get off that head running offender." You were eating pork noodle casserole or hot tuna noodle casserole. You were constantly waiting on store to run, and you were submerged in a swamp of hatred and racism and hopelessness and dysfunction. And transformation was squarely on your shoulders, and it was suffocating. But what's transpired since then? Well, PEP called. And guess what? You stepped up. You stepped forward. You were chosen. You are the chosen. And who are the chosen? The chosen are those who were extended a call and they stood up and they answered that call. And that's you. You leaned in. You shouldered responsibility. You did the work. You allowed the fires of redemption to burn away that which held you back before. You were pounded on the anvil of change. And some of us still have the hammer marks that remain, don't we? And another thing I want to bring up is you persevered COVID. Oh my gosh, what an amazing and difficult time this has been. Who could have imagined, who could have saw what this was going to look like? But you have persevered and you've made it through. And I just want to, hats off to you. You are probably the most resilient class ever because of what you went through. And I want you to embrace that. I want you to lean into it. I want you to recognize that you earned it. So let's talk for just a second about what the future holds. Well, let me tell you, if you follow the example of the people who went before you, you're going to lead. You're going to lead in your families. You're going to lead in communities. You're going to lead in employment and a business. You're going to make a difference. You will reshape our communities. You'll blaze trails for your brothers who are coming behind you. You will redefine what society thinks about ex-felons. My brothers, you will be, in a word, in 3 acronyms, you'll be PEP. You're going to be PEP alumni. I'm so proud of you. But you know what? You didn't come here just to listen to me talk all night. The show must go on. I will have a quick note for those who are listening on this call. The chat function is open. You can chat to our graduates. Hopefully you'll get that going and wish them well and congratulations and tell them how excited you are. So chat away. As you know, PEP has some amazing partners. One of those partners is Baylor University. Every graduate of PEP receives a certificate of entrepreneurship from the Baylor University Hank-Cameron School of Business. Tonight, we have some very special words from your friends at Baylor. Let's take a listen. Coming up, Brandon. There we go.
Hello, greetings from Baylor University. My name is Tim Kayworth, and I serve as the Associate Dean for Graduate Business Programs here at the Hank-Cameron School of Business. In addition to my Associate Dean responsibilities, I serve as a faculty member teaching information systems. I teach in our Executive MBA and our online MBA program. And as you can see here in the backdrop, I'm here in the business school overlooking our beautiful atrium. I wanted to share a few things with you that come from the heart. First, I want to applaud you for taking steps to pursue excellence in your lives through the PEP program. You've battled obstacles such as COVID-19 all the way, perhaps even having self-doubts as you work your way through eSchool to becoming PEP alumni. What you've done is taken courage and perseverance, and I want to commend you for all continuing to work in this program. There's a great verse in the Bible where Paul states to Philippians, "And I am certain that God, who began the good work within you, will continue his work until it's finally finished on the day when Christ Jesus returns." I believe firmly that PEP is part of the overall plan for God to do this continued good work in your lives. So continue to take advantage of this great program as a pathway to becoming productive citizens and leaders in your families and communities. Congratulations, and keep up the great work. The best is yet to come.
I serve as Vice Provost for Institutional Research and Professional Education at Baylor University. I'd like to congratulate you for completing eSchool. That is remarkable. You all inspire me greatly. I've been involved with PEP since 2007, and so I'm just grateful for the work that you guys have done, the perseverance, the tenacity in completing eSchool successfully. So I really admire each one of you and respect you deeply for just continuing to grow, not only to learn new things, but just to grow in all parts of your life. And just thank you for making the significant contributions to our community as well. So I appreciate you guys, and again, congratulations. Take care.
What's going on, men? My name is Joey Mcguire. I'm the Associate Head Coach and Outside Linebacker Coach at Baylor University. And I want to congratulate you guys from graduating from eSchool. That's an awesome accomplishment. I'm proud of you guys. Now, how can you bring somebody with you? How can you grow somebody else? Because somebody poured into you for you to be able to do this. It's now time for you to pour into them. Bring somebody else with you. I just encourage you every single day to keep growing and keep getting better. There's been things in life that has never gone well for each one of us, and man, we just keep learning from it and we keep getting better. I think one thing that we try to do here at Baylor is try to make Waco a better place, make our community a better place, and we try to pour into these kids here. And I just encourage you to do the same thing in your community. I'm fired up for you. I'm proud of you. It's a great day to be a Baylor Bear. Sick 'em.
Hi, this is Brea from Baylor Volleyball, and I just wanted to wish you a congratulations on completing your schoolwork. Well done. I'm reminded of the verse that says, "I have fought the fight, I have finished the race, and I have remained faithful." You've done that in your schoolwork, and I pray that you continue to do that for the rest of your life.
Hey guys, my name is Jenna. I am a sophomore on the Baylor Volleyball team. I got the chance to meet with some of y'all last year, and it was truly so incredible just to see the way you guys strive towards success I just wanted to say congrats on completing eSchool, and I just want to encourage you guys to keep going and keep striving to be better every day.
I wanted to congratulate you guys on graduating the program. I just want to say thank you for impacting my life. Keep impacting those around you. You guys are a special group of humans. Keep working hard and know that the Lord has great plans for you. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So just remember that with Christ, anything is possible. You guys are awesome. Keep shining bright and just know that you are so loved. Bye, guys.
Wow, I absolutely love that. Wow, you've got some powerful people behind you. I was just thinking about that right now. Baylor's volleyball team is in second place in the Big 12. Last year, they were second nationally. They came and visited the guys at Estes, and you blew them away. Golly, we've got some amazing, powerful people on your side. And some of the most influential are those on our PEP staff. Some of you may not know, but roughly 80% of our PEP staff, 33 people, are graduates of the program, just like you. They're trailblazers. They're credible messengers because they speak not only of what works, but what they've done that works. And I want to, introduce some of them and kind of start right at the top with our Chief Operating Officer, Fee Tran, a graduate of Class 1 who has been around since the very beginning. Robert McCoy, head of recruiting. Jeff Humphrey, who has just taken over our correspondence course that we have pivoted during this COVID mess, and he's doing great at that. Let me introduce our in-prison staff that starts with Pat McGee, our in-prisons initiatives manager, Greg Phillips, Gami Hasso, David Flores. They impact the guys from the inside out. They pour their lives out there. Our case managers that we call life caddies, because we walk down the fairway of life with our guys once they get out, and we try to get you a shot on cup, whatever cup that is in your life. An amazing group of individuals who have a heart to serve. Harvey Mai, Jason Moore, Mitchell Edwards, Michael Galloway, Stephen Guajardo, Jeremy Jones, Bobby Sharp. They pour their lives out for you guys, and they'll pick you up from the gate. They'll do everything they can to make sure that you're successful, get you over those humps when you first get out. And we have so many staff and friends that are pulling for you, that are proud of you, that want to congratulate you. I've got a few words from some of them. Let's take a look at some staff and board members who have some words for you.
Greetings and congratulations, gentlemen, on graduation from PEP's eSchool. I'm Pat Gocher. I've been a volunteer with PEP for 11 years. I currently serve on the board of directors with 7 other incredible individuals who give their heart and soul for one reason. They love you men, and they're all about second chances, about opportunity for new lives. I want to share with you 2 words, determination and persistence. And beyond that, something that a US president once said that has been etched in time and will be there forever. Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent or all-powerful. The words press on have solved and always will solve the problems of the human race. And I'm here to tell you they will solve the problems that you face in your life, in your personal lives, in your work lives. Take persistence and determination with you every step of the way, and God on the journey with you. And men, you will experience being back to the future you've dreamed about, the future that is yours for the taking. God bless you, and Godspeed.
Hey guys, Mike Watts here, serial entrepreneur of 20 years, partner of Damon John from Shark Tank, and I'm here to say congratulations to you and the class who have just completed the eSchool as a first step towards the great success that lies ahead of you. Your commitment to personal growth is something that will always serve you well. But you're not done yet. Keep pushing ahead. Get involved in your community. Keep learning. Challenge yourself to become more, to do more, and try new things. There's tons of opportunity for returning citizens, and you are on the right path. Entrepreneurship is the vehicle, and you are driving. Drive on, push ahead, and achieve your greatness.
Hey guys, this is Mike Coffey. I'm one of the PEP governing board members and also CEO of Intex Commercial Flooring here in Houston. And I just wanted to say congratulations to you guys on graduating from eSchool, and wanted to also encourage you with this message today that God is going to use you guys in a mighty way. He's got great things in store for you. He says in his word that he uses the things that the enemy has intended for evil for good. And he also uses the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. And I believe he's doing that with each and every one of you in your lives. So I wanted to encourage you with that message, and then also let you know, it wasn't too long ago that I was actually sitting in a chair just like yours, facing the same challenges. But God has blessed my life. He's allowed me to become an owner of this company. And I just wanted to let you know that there's nothing in your way except for yourselves. So keep pushing forward, and I congratulate you guys once again, and look forward to hearing the great successful stories that you have. God bless you guys, and congratulations.
Wow, I hope you're starting to get the picture that there is an army of people who are there to help you succeed. It's not just the people that you see on the call today. It's not just a few of the people that we have clips of tonight. There are literally hundreds and thousands of people out there who want to see you do well, who will invest themselves in you, who will help you do whatever you do. You are PEP alumni now. And that means that there is a network available to you. You know, guys, a lot of you know this, but I did almost 22 years in prison, and my 13th time up for parole, I swung a deal with the parole commissioner asking for another year in prison to go through PEP. And I'm going to be honest with you, a little bit of a candid moment. It wasn't so much for the curriculum. The curriculum's great, but it's for the volunteers. It was for a network of people that I wouldn't otherwise have access to, people you're looking at on this call, and people who are out there pulling for you and will help you overcome all sorts of obstacles. And I want to come back to our staff. It's amazing the way my 33 employees are invested in really helping you succeed in life. And I think we have another message, right, Brandon, from some folks that you'll know well.
Hello, my name is Greg Phillips. I am the in-prison manager at the Baylor unit in Cleveland, Texas. I just want to congratulate y'all on graduating from eSchool and let you know that it is not an ending, but
I'm struggling to hear that, Brandon. I think we've got some latency issues with that.
Stay in community with these guys around you.
We'll have to come back on that, but you know what? It's perfect timing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lead into somebody that we have live in person. You didn't come here to listen to me all night, so I'm going to turn this over to our master of ceremony, a man who needs no introduction, our very own precious Mr. Pat McGee.
Good evening. Again, thank you all for being here. Gentlemen who are graduating, congratulations. But you're not here for me, so I won't bombard you with words. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, allow us to present to you our newest alumni, the 2020 eSchool graduating class of the Prison Entrepreneurship Program.
Corey Allison, Paul Andrews, Reginald Austell, Gail Bailey, Dustin Ball, Rodney Barfield, Alan Bayless, Anthony Bayo, Patrick Bowler, Max Boswell, Jefferson Brooks, Dustin Burke, Michael Bush, Jeremy Butler, Jack Cashman, Felipe Castillo, Andy Castro, Hector Serta, Robert Selica, Joe Clater, Joey Contreras, James Coy, Malik Crapo, Jonathan Dantzler, Reginald Davis, Roberto De Luna, Pedro Diaz-Brasino, Eric Down, Samuel Duran, Jacob El Gizabal, Lyndon Elliott, Garrett Erickson, Gilbert Flores, Justin Flores, Robert Flores, Caleb Fonseca, Alan Fontenot, Zach Fournier, John Folcher, Clay Gallagher, Jesse Garcia, Brandon Garner, Jared Gerlach, David Gonzalez, Jaime Guajardo, Basil Hamad, Jeremy Harris, Zachary Haynes, Freddie Hopkins, Dustin Hughes, Wang Wen, Jason Johnson, Charlie Jones, Donald Jones, Jeremiah Jones, Kevin Jones, Tommy Jordan, Aaron Keel, Ishmael King, Joshua Lotta, Miguel Leal, Daniel Lemons, Cameron Lent, Juan Lerma, Victor Lopez, Michael Lozano, Antonio Macias, James Mann, Kevin Martin, Fernando Martinez, Henry Martinez, David McCrary, Antoine McKnight, Michael McMillan, Randolph Miller, Douglas Milliken, James Mitchell, Byron Moore, Daniel Muniz, Nicholas Napier, Andrew Neff, Cipriano Niera, Alfredo Noriega, Matthew Pena, Corey People, Alex Pettis, James Pettis, Stephen Pilgreen, Javen Pitt, Santos Quezada, Alberto Ramos, James Reese, Joseph Reed, William Reich, Quentin Rice, Vinton Robbins, Justin Robinson, Scott Robinson, Albert Rodriguez, Raul Rodriguez, Jonathan Rodriguez, Saul Romero, Luis Sabagal, James Sanders, Art Santana, Edward Saya, Wallace Smith, Johnny Springer, Jeffrey Springs, Charles Stewart, Abraham Suarez, Elston Tatum, Gabriel Taylor, Henry Tolliver, Ralph Torres, Christopher Tovar, Adrian Trejo, Perry Trimmer, Clavio Villarreal, Dante Villarreal, Benjamin Vines, Floyd Ware, Harvey Whiting, Russell Williamson, Thomas Willis, William Wilson, Jeffrey Winblad, Adam Woods, Herman Wynn, Daniel Ibarra, Matthew Zahner.
Gentlemen, on behalf of the alumni who will come before you, welcome, welcome, welcome. We look forward to you as you continue in your journey. We look forward to many of you becoming part of the Recon Unit. So you've heard from our governing board, you've heard from, and you've been introduced to our sponsor, and you've met our staff. But none of what we do would be possible without the assistance and the aid that we receive from this next group. This celebration wouldn't be complete without a word from our dedicated volunteers.
Actually, we're going to go straight into Carl and Michael.
All right, Michael, you kicking it off?
Okay, so real quick, congratulations, guys. You know, I've been there. Carl's been there. All of the reentry team has been there with y'all throughout this entire journey, especially through eSchool. And I mean, teamwork makes the dream work. And so I would like to, you know, present, and it's with great honor that I'd like to introduce y'all to Carl Bracey. He's a wonderful, longtime executive volunteer, and we consider him like our director of education.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate that. Hey, just want to say, first of all, congratulations to all of you. I am so, so proud for a number of reasons. Once you finished all the classes. And secondly, though, is you survived COVID 2020. So you saw us move from in-class teaching to Zoom, and you made it seamless. Our Zoom classes run very, very well. But the one thing that I would say is I think you've all learned that eSchool is a guided learning process. It only begins there. It's a community that connects you with the right information in the right context at the time you need it. All the learning really happens out of class, and it's because of you interacting with the faculty, professors, turning in your homework, asking all the email questions. That's where the real learning takes place. So I'm super, super proud. I also have some thank yous, of course. The life caddies were awesome. Brian already mentioned who they are. I do have to shout out, for Michael, my cohort in crime. Thank you for taking the 4 calls a day for me that you always do. Very, very much appreciated. The faculty, I don't know how many of you here on this call, but all of our faculty in Dallas, Houston, and Austin. Of course, you guys made the seamless transition to Zoom and adjusted your lessons to fit within the new format. Super, super excited. It would not have been a success without you. Now that you guys are alums, of course, I'm going to put in a shameless plug for eSchool 200 series, only available for alums. So if you're interested in that, led by Entree Capital, if you're interested in that in your own business as you start it, email me, braceycarl@gmail.com. We're always available for you as alums, so for sure. So with all that said, congratulations, everyone. Don't be a stranger.
And now we will transition to hear from some special dignitaries. Brandon?
Hello, I'm Carl Sherman, State Representative of District 109. I would like to personally congratulate you on your completion of PEP eSchool. Hard work truly does pay off, and you are witnessing the fruits of your perseverance. It is my prayer that each of you continue carefully exploring this new path and expanding your knowledge. I'm proud to announce that this upcoming legislative session will be met with sweeping social justice proposals by a myriad of members, Republican and Democrat, in the House. I will be introducing legislation that will better equip our citizens for reintegration, including the restoration of voting rights for certain individuals, a recidivism study bill, changes to decrease the occurrences of technical revocation, and the procurement of certain identification documents and items upon release or discharge. As legislators, we are often challenged with the question, how can you create legislation on behalf of those in shoes you've never walked in? The answer to that question is you. The truth of the matter is, we need you. We need you in our communities to make them more productive. We need your voices. We need your firsthand knowledge. Reach out to your legislators, get involved, and make sure your voices are heard. Be encouraged. You matter. And again, congratulations.
Hi, I'm Pete Coffin, warden at the Oliver J. Bell Unit. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate you on your recent graduation. I know that e-learning has been a challenge, but you've proven that when you put your mind to it, you can do it. Again, congratulations.
Wow. Pretty amazing. My name's Edward Amaya. I'm the Chief Development Officer, and I'm really honored to be able to take the next couple minutes. Men, I hope you feel the love. I hope you feel the love. I hope you understand how proud of you we are. We had Representative Carl Sherman. We had our beloved warden, Pete Coffin. We have Baylor representing us. We have Amerisource. We have Bank of America, Insperity. We have an army of volunteers for you. I hope you guys feel that love, and just let this moment soak in, because what Carl talked about earlier and Brian talked about, there's more to do. This is about celebrating our victories, but rising up and moving forward. And for our guests, for our family members, for our volunteers, for those who were invited tonight and maybe don't know too much about us, I just want to give you a couple things that Brian said that it's so significant that I need to repeat it. eSchool. It is so important for these guys as they are reentering society. We know that if they graduate the program that Carl is leading, 96%, over 96% of them reenter not just a successful life, but they reenter back into our communities in Texas, across Texas. They become leaders and fathers, and they become husbands. They become examples. And one thing that I'm reminded by, I think Brian said it to me a while ago, is what if? What if this were us? We all have a story in life, and some of our stories are a little bit better. Some of our stories are a little bit more challenged, but we've all hit something that we needed people around us. And these men that we are talking about tonight are more than men. They're part of our community. Every life has value. And that's what I love about this program. We don't let that one moment in time of mistake define somebody. And I'm thankful for that. I've never had to spend the night in prison. I've been in prison a lot because I care about you guys, but I have never had to spend the night there. But I actually have things in my past that if it did ever get out in that moment, I would have been spending the night there, maybe even years. And I think a lot of us have that story. And so I just want to encourage everybody that looks at these guys and just thinks, oh, that's nice. It's more than that. They have value. This matters. And I'm going to challenge everybody to get more involved. We have 132 grads. During COVID, with everything that's going on, this program has continued to go forward. These men have been faithful to getting on Zoom calls, doing their homework, but we're not done yet. We want to see the 132 grads go to 1,000 graduates, and 2,000 graduates, and 4,000 graduates, and 10,000. We're not giving up until we know that we get a lot further, but we need you. We need you more than ever. And I know you hear this a lot, but I'm talking from my heart. And this isn't part of my thought, but it just came to me. Nonprofits are an important part of our society. We're really thankful that they reach out. But what I really appreciate this program, and why I left another nonprofit to come here, is it's not just anecdotal stories. There's actually success factors that come behind it. And I am so proud of this program because of the commitment. And we actually have the data to show that lives are being transformed. We have the stories besides the data that says life is being transformed. We have members of the community, whether that is from the White House to our local state, to business owners, to large corporations. They stand with us. The most important thing to me, as a guy who's never spent the night in prison, is that I get to follow a man, Mr. Brian Kelly, who went from prison to CEO. His life is an example of what transformation is all about. And if I wish I could just bring this from the deepest part of me, how significant that is for a guy like me who was a business leader that now gladly follows a man like Brian Kelly, because Brian had great value and one mistake in life did not define him. And men, I want to encourage you with that, but I want to remind everybody else, it's up to us. It really is up to us to remind them that they have value, because most of them have been so beaten down in life. It's our responsibility to challenge them, to call them on the carpet, to encourage them, to celebrate with them, and pick them up if they stumble, just like we need to do that. Well, tonight, you got to see a video earlier from a lot of wonderful people, but there's a couple people in there, and all of our board are on this, but they are so excited about eSchool and so excited about what we have been able to accomplish collectively, that they actually have stepped up, and they've raised $100,000 for us tonight for anybody that wants to get involved. We need your help. Number one, we need volunteers. We're not getting inside a prison, but connect with us because there's mentorship opportunities. And as soon as the prisons get open, we're going to get you in somehow, some way. The other area, if some of you work for companies, that they would be honored to be able to have hardworking men that are so thankful for a second chance. We want to do that. But the third part tonight is my next couple minutes is that I want to challenge you. We're getting near Christmas. We hear asks all the time. And I just pray that you can separate everything from what distracts our mind and hear me on this one. This is an opportunity to change more lives like what you just saw. We're really focused on reentry, and we have a couple things, whether you have the ability to give $25 or you have the ability to support 10 men on the outside for $46,000. Our board has generously stepped up, and for every dollar you give will be doubled. So it means that whatever you give will have a double impact. And let me give you a little bit more information, and I'll be able to close here soon. It wasn't us, it was another organization actually out of Harvard. Michael Porter's team did a study on us, and for every dollar that's invested, and you can see tonight what we mean by that, but for every dollar invested in this organization, there's been almost a 800% return on investment over a 5-year period. And that's what I'm proud of this program for, is that we believe that we're responsible for outcomes, and we take that very seriously. But I'm going to challenge you tonight, pick up your phone, go online, call Brian, call me, call Carl, and give. This is the time to do it. And for every dollar you invest, again, whether that's $25 or $25,000, we will be matched up to $100,000. You can get a hold of us, or Brandon has made it easier for you. You can just simply go to pep.org/give2020. Again, pep.org/give2020. And I'm going to end with this. The men that we are celebrating tonight are guys that are actually pulling the resources together right now because they want to be able to reach back out as we get closer to Christmas and up that $100,000 match we have from our board. They're trying to raise an additional $20,000 because this program is so important to the men that come behind them, because prison is filled with hopelessness. And these men, every one of them, if you could meet them, they're filled with hope. So I want to thank you for listening to me. Thank you for the time. This is bigger than all of us. This is a journey we're inviting you to be part of. Mr. Kelly?
Thank you so much for that, Edward. You're right. Thinking back in the last 8 months in COVID, some programs are too important to push pause, and we're one of those. And so it hasn't looked quite the same as it has in the past, but the show did go on, and it will continue to go on. PEP is in a great spot. We're innovating and coming up with new ways to automate PEP and look forward to a new future. It might change the sequencing and how we do things. We might revamp the model just a little bit, but we're going to amp this up and do bigger things because you guys are the outcomes and you're worth it. I want to remind you of something that you're probably going to remember, guys, at the very beginning of this journey. During our Quest for Authentic Manhood, Robert Lewis talked to us about a message that God the Father gave to Jesus at the Mount of Transfiguration. Embedded in that message of, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased. Listen to him." Embedded in that is the great desire, the great call that every man has to hear from his Father, to hear from somebody that he respects, that he's a son, that he is somebody. He wants to know that he's connected. He wants to know that he's loved, and he wants to know that he's good. All of us want that. All of us have that deep desire to hear that from somebody they respect, from their Father. I want to say this, and this is not to you guys. This is to all the family members that are listening. This is to our volunteers. This is to our community members. These are my brothers, in whom I am well pleased. I love them. They're good. They're going to change the world. They're going to impact communities. They are going to restore families. They're going to just rebuild lives out there. You just wait and see what these guys are going to do. I'm so proud of them. It's going to be an amazing ride. Look, I also want to really just plant this flag. We had scheduled this out, and even with me on the microphone, we're ahead of schedule right now. So, all right, somebody take note of that, write it down. I want a screenshot or something. So I've got a little bit of free time I can play with. Cully Platt, you have been sitting there engaged and watching. I'm going to just put you on just ad lib style. Anything you want to say to the guys?
Y'all rock. We heard from the board members. We heard from the folks that every single day work with y'all. Big thanks on behalf of Bank of America. Lisa's on with me, friend and colleague. But just really grateful for how you've taken us and the volunteers over the years. We've grown with you. And, Brian, I echo your point in terms of just the impact that you all can have on your respective communities, your loved ones. It's a big deal. And Edward made the point earlier, you got so many people pulling for you that you've never met and you may never meet. And so just always keep that in mind. There's going to be peaks and there's going to be troughs, and just bounce back. We love you, and we're proud of you. Congrats. Thanks, Brian.
Lisa, do you want to backdoor that at all?
Sure. Thanks, Brian, and thanks, Cully. I'll just echo what he said. I am so inspired by you guys. I get more out of it than you do. I don't know if you guys realize that, how much you guys have meant to me. And I am so anxious to get back into the prison to see the guys and start being a part of this again. So congratulations, tremendous hard work. It's just the beginning for you guys. I know you can do it.
Well, thanks to both of you. Bank of America has been an incredible sponsor of ours, and you're great friends. I'd love to give Amerisource a chance to speak a little bit too. Andy, I know you're fairly new to the party. Anything that you'd like to say to the guys and just wishing them well and encouraging them to new and better things?
Well, yeah, thank you very much. I mean, this has been an inspiring evening. I didn't know what to expect. I'm in here for Jason Floyd, who I know is very instrumental in the program. The one thing I can say is, besides just congratulating everybody for the success and for just looking forward to your future, is that I work with a graduate from this type of program every day. And there's a lot that you can do from this day forward. So take advantage of it and use it and earn it and be it.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you for your support. And please thank your cohorts over there, man. We just couldn't do it without you. So thanks a lot. Anybody else on the panel have a burning desire to share something with the guys with this open mic time? Can I get a wave? Anybody? Pat?
I just like to encourage the guys to let this completion not be the end of the journey. As you see in the comments, one of the things that we encourage you guys to do, and I'm speaking on behalf of alumni, not just as PEP staff. Gentlemen, take the next step and become part of the recon unit. What is the recon unit, you ask? Contact your life caddy. But the thing about the recon unit, it's more getting to give. And we're serving one another with the recon unit. So if you want to know what the shirts look like for the recon unit, go visit FeeTrans page on Facebook and strive to get you one of those pretty cool orange shirts.
Awesome. Anybody else? Let me.
I could take a half hour, Brian.
Hey, y'all! I just invited Dougal Cameron if he would like to say something to the guys. I've unmuted him.
PEP board member Dougal Cameron, step up to the mic, please.
Can you hear me, team?
There you are.
Hey, Dougal.
Let me see if I can start a video here. Can you hear me, team?
We see you and hear you.
Oh my goodness. It is so incredible. I have already cried more tears than I can say. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful graduation. I tell you, I'm proud. I am proud of you. God the Father's proud of you. God the Son's proud of you. But I tell you what, if Jesus is your Savior, God the Holy Spirit has got good things in store for you. And you can impact not just tens, not just dozens, but thousands thousands of people you can impact by the way you live. And I'm so enjoying myself. And my wife's sitting over here and she's crying so much she can't even get on the screen. And oh man, God bless you. We are praying and enjoying every minute of it.
What a great night tonight, guys. We really are proud of you, and we're super excited what you're going to do. I want to echo what Baylor's football coach said is, who are you going to bring with you? What impact are you going to make? Whose life are you going to change? It might be right there in your family. It might be your son, your daughter, your wife, your friends, your employer. Who are you going to take with you? I want you to think about being very intentional in who you're going to impact, to whom much is given, much is expected. And you've been given a brand new tool belt. And so much is expected, and I expect you to do great things with it. This is a new opportunity. Go out there and make a difference, and call me. I've just been reading through the chats, and obviously Jason Moore has got a bunch of PEP shirts. He's going to do that. And if you talk just right to him, you might get a hamburger out of the deal too. I don't know. I want to put Jason out there. We'll see. Look, all good things must come to an end, and we're going to sign this off. But I've prompted Brandon to give us some time to just open up and really chat with each other. If you got a message you want to send out to your brother or to a volunteer or to a staff member and thank them, do so. If you want to tell any of our participants, good job, do so. It's open chat time. Get those fingers to clicking. I love you guys. Welcome to the family of PEP. This is going to be an amazing ride. We're going to do some great stuff together. Welcome to freedom. You're going to be awesome.